I actually recruited Christian for the 17 WBC. Saw him play a little bit, but he was bigger. And now, I mean, he's done a good job physically. He's moving well at second and short. Good at bats. Great competitor. Very hard on himself. So very impressed with the way he goes about his business, and happy that he's performing this way.
How competitive, Alex, is that kind of that competition for that last spot, whether it's him or Chavis, or I'm not sure if Santana will be ready for the start of the season, but it seems like it's going to be pretty competitive to get that final spot on the bench.
I mean, good teams have tough decisions to make, and we feel we got a good team, and they're playing well. They're versatile. That's the theme of our spring training. We can move them around. Both of them have made adjustments offensively. You can see it with Michael. Not because he's hitting home runs or whatever, but he's actually more disciplined with the pitch up in the zone. So that's a good problem to have, right? Some good players battling for a spot and making it hard on us. So they're doing their job, and then we have to make a decision later on.
Are you still planning to carry 14 pitches?
As of now, that's the talk. I think it benefits us. Obviously, with the guys that we have in the rotation, it's going to help us out. We got a few off days early on, but we have a tough stretch. I don't know how many games in a row, so that'll be good. And obviously, with the two guys that we signed, Enrique and Marwin, that's possible.
Alex, because he's been around a while, how much has Martin kind of stepped forward in terms of the pitching staff? And he seems like somebody who brings people together a little bit.
Yeah, good guy in the clubhouse. Very funny guy. Not afraid to speak his mind. Very good teammate too. But at the same time, he's a good pitcher, and we do believe there's more there. I saw him firsthand in 19. He pitched a game, like I said earlier, in camp against us at Fenway, and his stuff was electric. One thing about him, when he doesn't feel right, he's still going to compete, which is very important. We're counting on him to not only give us innings, but to be a good pitcher. And he was a good pitcher for the Red Sox last year. Had some tough ones, and I think the numbers were thrown off because of that. But overall, I thought he had a good season. There's still things that he needs to work. We want him to be aggressive in the strike zone with his cutter. When he does that, his game steps up, and we want him to be more aggressive in the zone, kind of like Eddie. Like with his stuff, he should be able to get people out in the zone. But as a person, as a teammate, he's a joy. He's fun. I think everybody likes who he is, and I'm happy that we're working together.
Alex, where's Franchy in his
progression? Good day for him yesterday, running wise and all that. We probably gonna call the league actually to see what we can do with him as far as like at bats. As you guys know, is a lot different, and the re-entry rule is in effect. So maybe we can see it with him over the week. The thing is that we got a few guys in that DH spots now. We got Xander now, Danny, and JD. So how are we going to get him at bats on the big field? We have to find that out. Actually, JD, we're going to play him in left field tomorrow so we can have the DH spot for other players. But the goal is for him, to be in games next week. He's still getting his at-bats in simulated games. There's one today, and so he'll be there. He's actually facing Matt Hall, so a lefty is good for him. So he's progressing. And, everything is trending the right way.
Where do those players who were cut yesterday go now? Because there's no minor leagues until a month.
Yeah, I mean, it's a reassignment, and guys got option. it's a different working group, but at the same time, I think it's bullpens with the minor league staff for most of them, so they can start working with their possible coaches during the season. But then they come back and they do PFPs and they do fundamentals with the big group. So with the hitters, it's the same way. They do defense with us, base running with us, but then they hit in another field, and some of them they join us. So it's a different setup. Not having the minor league camp, but we're making the best out of it.
Alex, the guys who are sent down, I'm just curious your impressions of Potts, Rosario, and Siebold, three of the newer members of the organization.
Rosario, good athlete. We believe that there's more there. Physically, we need to get him in a better spot. It was a tough offseason for him. With the birth of the child, he was here for extending, then he went back to Miami. So it's not that he was way out of shape, but he can do better. He's so young that we just got to get in. And if he does that, his athletic ability is going to take over. He controls the strike zone, which is very important, and he's a good athlete. Pods, we haven't seen him much, right? But athletic. It seems like all these guys that they're new in the organization, they're very athletic and tall kid that is willing to work, good defender. So looking forward for him to keep growing in the summer and see where it takes him. And Siebold, we talk about it. Velocity wise, that was good to see. His changeup is a good pitch, and there's a guy that we like as a starter. We're going to keep stretching him out, and, when he gets to the big leagues, that's where he's going to contribute.
Yeah, Alex, apologies if you addressed this already yesterday, but can you share your thoughts on the career Nick Markakis had? He obviously announced his retirement yesterday.
Solid player, good hitter. I saw something about hits and strikeouts. I don't know. He got like 2,300 hits or something like that, and not too many strikeouts now. But what a good player, solid player.
¿Cuándo podremos ver a Sander Bogart jugar posición?
Todavía no está en el mapa. Bueno, tengo el mapa hasta hoy. Hoy es bateador designado, tendrá 2 turnos más. Está haciendo todo defensivamente, así que me imagino que ya la semana que viene estará. Yo sé que Sander tiene sus ideas de cuándo será, pero obviamente nos sentaremos como grupo y tomaremos la decisión, pero gracias a Dios todo está saliendo bien y nos sentimos cómodos donde está ahora mismo físicamente.
La impresión de Richard después de lanzar ese buen partido.
Sólido. Como yo dije antes, esto no es de resultados, esto es sobre el proceso y lo más importante es que está saludable. Esa es la única pregunta que yo le hago a él. Yo no entro en mecánica, en uso de picheo. La pregunta que le hago al final del día, ¿está saludable? Y hasta ahora me dice que sí, que se siente tremendo. Lo demás yo sé que él se va a encargar porque su habilidad es así de buena y nos sentimos bien cómodos y bien contentos de que esté con nosotros.
Alex, how's Franchy doing just in terms of his being physically ready? I know he was shut down for a while. Is there anything that you're holding him back from or anything? Or?
Who, Franchy Cordero? I mean, he's progressing. He's progressing. Yesterday was a good day for him. We just got to make sure, running-wise, he is where we want him to be because of, obviously the time off and his history. So as of now, we keep him out of the big field. He's doing everything on the field, but we got to make sure defensively we take care of him, running the bases the same way. But we feel comfortable where he's at. Honestly, from my end, I thought he was going to be more behind, but that's not the case.
I mean, but is it true, like, he basically couldn't do anything for a while, right?
Yeah, he got shut down. Yeah, I mean, because all the process, and like I said, it was out of our hands. It was out of his hand, but he's that good of an athlete. wait till you see him. He's impressive, and it seems like he didn't lose too much physically. He was able to do a little bit, but not much. You know, cardio work he wasn't allowed to do that, so that's where he's catching up right now. But I do believe that he's not going to take that long.
Do you feel like there's a chance he could be ready for opening day?
There's always a chance, right? But we got to be very careful, how we push him, because his health is more important actually that, making the opening day roster. We're good? Thank you. Let's do this.
Where's the Tim game? In the stadium?
Yes.